Hey, welcome to gunboat diplomacy against a bunch of AI bots because it's the easiest way to just play because I haven't played this game in ages. But yeah, so these are the default moves I do as England. I'm gonna do them and see what happens. France goes into English Channel, which is a good start. Picardy and Bug Munich. Okay, so these are the two I really care about at the moment because Russia's doing the southern thing. I don't think they care about us. They have gone to the English Channel, which means they're probably going to go for London, which is not ideal. But, I mean, yeah, I gotta block London. Might should be worth, because I'm looking down here, and Turkey owns kind of this, but then so I thought they might be able to break Romania, but then they will just defend there. Or maybe they'll block Sevastopol. It might be worth convoying the army to Norway, so then I have a chance to walk into St. Petersburg. Then the North Sea guy can just go back to London. And then I guess worst case, I build in Liverpool, right? If he really goes into Wales with the Picardy. So that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully they just support into Belgium now. Okay, that was perfect actually. So we bounce him out of London, so my fleet stays in the North Sea, which is a very important place to have in the north because it borders all of these supply centers. So you got a lot of influence. I got the army successfully into Norway, and Russia blocked Germany and Sweden. Or more like Germany blocked Russia and Sweden, because this is a guide for Russian territory. I'd say Sweden by default. So thank you, Germany. We are allies now. I don't know if the AI acknowledges allies, but I will acknowledge allies. I got into Norway, so I can walk into St. Petersburg next. Unless Russia builds there, which they very well might, because they were kicked out of Sweden there. Okay, so I'm thinking a fleet in London, because then I can kick them out of English Channel and move this guy back to North Atlantic Ocean, because Russia isn't really a fleet threat, and if they do build in North Coast, then I'm kind of screwed. But I feel like there's no reason for Russia to do it, because as far as they care, as far as they're aware, I have no intention of attacking Russia. I guess I did put the army there, but you know, I don't know if the AI acknowledges that. Okay, so they did build an army in St. Petersburg, which is semi-concerning, but hopefully they will walk into Finland to attack Sweden, and I can walk into St. Petersburg anyway, which is the theory. Germany is getting quite strong, and France did build a second fleet. There's no press against AI. I mean, there is an AI mode with press, but apparently you need to queue for that, and the last queue was in, like, August. So I don't think I'm getting in. I don't think we're getting a press game with the AI anytime soon. But either way, the only way we can play is gunboat, and with gunboat there's no way to make peace. Hopefully Germany attacks France. That's kind of the only hope. I might support Holland into Belgium, just to see what happens. Maybe something happens there. That seems like a plan as any. It also signals to Germany that we are friends, right? We don't want to be enemies. In the meantime, should I walk into Sweden? Because there's a chance that Germany doesn't walk into Sweden, and Russia supports into Finland. So then I get into Sweden, and I don't think Germany cares too much about Sweden, right? It's more keeping Russia out. I'm going to try that. Now that does risk making an enemy out of Russia, because the alternative is I just hold there, move into Barents Sea, and then get an almost guaranteed shot at St. Petersburg. And then Russia's out of the north. So I'm going to do both. Should I do both? If I do this and move into Sweden, then there's a chance of just getting to Sweden and Norway is dead. Because I can't do anything in Sweden. I can't defend myself. So I'm just going to hope they bounce each other out. But if I do get into Sweden, then what's Russia doing? Because Russia would be supporting themselves into Finland. And at that point I can just walk back into Norway. No harm, no foul. Yeah, worst case I just walk back into Norway and then we just end up in a bit of a messy situation. I'm also just going to tap the English Channel because I don't want them to go Irish Sea English Channel. If they do go Irish Sea, I guess they just get Liverpool, right? Maybe I shouldn't make enemies with Russia. Maybe I should make enemies with France instead and hope Russia doesn't kill me. But that's a problem because they got an army there, so they will kill me. Because long term, what are they going to do with that army? So I think... Do I really want to hope Germany walks into Belgium, or do I want to do something with this North Fleet? Because I could walk Wales, and in worst case, I'm just going to go England. And if they get into Liverpool, then I guess I die. Because worst case, that's all they get, guys. And then I kind of have a warning shot, because they won't be in English channel, I can get into English channel. Or I could just spawn myself into English channel, so then if they do try and do something sneaky, then I just get into English channel. And if they don't, and then I can get myself into Belgium, though Belgium's not a good place to be. Do I trust the AI to attack Belgium? They probably won't, because from their perspective, like, what's what's attacking Belgium gonna do? What did they do? I mean, I guess they might just tap Belgium for fun, right? Because what else is the army gonna do? I'm gonna risk it. Risk it for... But then, I mean, they lose Belgium, and then they gain Liverpool, then they stay equal, and then there's just a big problem for me. So I'm going to actually... Sorry, Germany, but we can't communicate, so I'm just going to do this. And then if they're going to Irish Sea, then at least I have a shot at Belgium. Because they will retreat. If this is successful, they will just retreat into Irish Sea. Or then I can go to Mid-Atlantic Ocean. It will be funny business, and I'm here for the funny business. I should have done this. Not really, because they defended themselves. So yeah, this was the right move. And they went into Wales, actually. Which is slightly more inconvenient, but I mean, I've already sacrificed Liverpool for this, so that's fine. What did Russia do? Russia just held. Okay. That's inconvenient. I could have just gone back and everything would have been fine. Because Russia wasn't even planning to go and force into Sweden. But okay, here we are. So I'm going to just do this. And then Germany walks in there, hopefully Russia shouldn't care at this point, but maybe they do, and then maybe I get in. I'm just gonna go all in, try and get Belgium, I think, because hopefully they care more about breaking into Burgundy than Belgium. But if I was Germany, I would be doubling into Belgium as well. Should I just land in Holland and make an enemy out of everyone? Or I could just go to Mid-Atlantic Ocean, take the L, and then I don't get a build, actually, so that's not a good strategy. I lose a build. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. That might have been a bad strategy, you know, long term. Or I could convoy into Picardy and then become a problem there, because I think Germany will be killing France. And hopefully they just let me walk into Belgium. I mean, I don't think there's much else to do. Yeah, that's what I suspected. But okay, we lose. We lost both. So... Wait, they got in? Oh, because they cut English Channel, so I couldn't support into Belgium. Okay, so what do I destroy? How do I die? I'm going to destroy this, just because it's kind of useless. Because right now, the problem is defense. Defense. Italy got into Spain, oh my. France, what are you doing, man? Let me live. Okay. I mean, the French fleet can't really do much from Liverpool. So kind of what this is turned into is... I need to kill France enough that they leave Liverpool alone. Okay, I'm just going to try and walk into Sweden, because worst case I die. I could just support Belgium to Picardy, because there's a good chance they could try and cut support there, and then they walk in. And then I'm going to have to sacrifice the North Sea, and hope Germany doesn't just walk in. I don't think they will, because there's no reason. And then if they do go Clyde... No, there's no reason to sacrifice the North Sea. What am I doing? Because this is worst case, they go here, I block in Edinburgh, and then I sacrifice the North Sea. But in the meantime, I'm just going to focus on weakening France in France. And then hopefully at some point they destroy this army, so then I get a free shot back into Liverpool, is the theory. Oh, they just leave Liverpool, because they probably want to kill English Channel. I spot this, nothing happened, but they broke into Burgundy. So Germany's getting very powerful, but I might just have to put up with that at this point. Italy is getting all of Iberia. France, what are you doing? You're focusing me, but Italy's creeping up from behind. Okay, Germany's doing well, I'm doing bad. But not losing. I'm just going to walk back into Sweden, because at this point, if I do manage to get in, that's a build, which is more than I need. I mean, he's going to go from Brest, isn't he? So I'm just going to hold that. And then wait for France to die. And hopefully they don't go into London, because that's also something they could do. Because if I go there and then Germany goes there, then I am dead. So I might just If I abandon Norway, what's the long-term plan? So I abandon Norway, Russia walks in, and then I lose a fleet. Or the other thing is I just do this. They kick me out of English Channel. Fine. Who cares? Then I go into Irish Sea. And then we take Liverpool. While they take London. Is what I'm thinking. Okay. That is the big brain strategy of the century. Oh, they didn't even force me out of English Channel. They tried to go into London. Failed. And I hold my position. Okay, it is winter. I'm not doing anything. France is building. How is France building? I suppose they at some point lost one of their armies. Russia's also building into Germany, which is actually quite bad. I might just attack Brest. Because if I attack Brest, then Germany might get into Paris. Oh wait, they can't even... It's been too long since I played this game. They can't even defend that. Yeah. Or I could walk into Holland. I could abandon, go into Holland, hope Germany dies quick enough. Or I might do that later when Russia's a bit further in. In the meantime, I'm just gonna hold. Do the same moves, literally the same moves, with the same strategy. France is getting back Iberia. Oh, that's probably where they got the build from, now that I think about it. Okay, they did the same moves. Italy is getting involved. Okay, I don't know what Italy is. But hopefully, I mean, they're not going to kill me, right? They might go to ISC and take Liverpool. You know, that's what I would do if I was Italy. But Italy is kind of dying, so they are desperate. So they might. Other than that, everything stays the same. Sweden is still neutral in 1904, which is fantastic. Germany has walked into Paris successfully. So France is dying. And if France is dying, that means I get a chance to live, assuming Italy doesn't walk into ISC, which is always a possibility. Same moves. Same moves. And then, I don't know, hopefully Germany takes Brest somehow. No clue, no clue. I just gotta survive long enough to do something with my life. I could walk into Holland soon. Because this is an autumn turn. So if I do this, walk into Holland, they do the same moves. Everything remains equal. I get a new fleet. If they walk out of Brest, actually this time, then Germany can get in. So maybe they don't want to walk out of Brest. So actually I could go for both Holland and Belgium. Probably pick up at least one. Lose London. Okay, I forgot about that part. Okay, I'm going to go one more year. Hopefully France disbands this because they need to defend their homeland. And then I will be free to attack Germany. And Germany is getting attacked by Russia, so hopefully it should be fine. I didn't do any moves. Okay, it's fine, nothing happened. I forgot to do the Norway to Sweden, but it doesn't matter, because nothing ever happens. Okay, what did Germany do? They just held, and they did exactly what I predicted they would do. Okay, so it is now spring. And France has disbanded this. That's great. That's perfect, you might say. But now Germany can attack me. Fortunate. I might just abandon Norway. Russia gains a bit more power. But then Germany loses power in kind of tandem. I will get back Liverpool. And be back the three-center England against the world. But I mean, I can't really do much with this army here. And they're definitely going to move into Hell/Holland. So as long as Germany doesn't gain too much power from this, I'm going to retreat. Give Russia Norway. Kind of tap Belgium. Because maybe they walk out. Or should I tap Brest instead? Just so that France... No, because then I just lose it. Even if I do somehow magically get in. I might even support hold that, you know? Because I don't want Germany getting too powerful. So hopefully if they try something, they don't get into Brest. Because at this point, it's fine for France to get back into Paris, I think. Tweet. I don't care. It's the AI. Yeah, okay. There we go. Italy's dying. Okay, I'm going to take back Liverpool. Can't really do much about Norway. I might just tap it. I don't know what that achieves, but I mean, it continues the bounce in Sweden. Because otherwise Russia also gets Sweden and they might build a new fleet. Because this is kind of the status quo I want. Where, do I want Russia to be more powerful? But because I mean, you can't really do much down there. Well, they build like an army here, so they would build a fleet. So I'm going to put that there to hopefully maintain this balance. Also forces Germany to stay alive, because if they go here, they just die. But if Germany manages to stay alive, then they can keep this fleet busy. While I rebuild my strength by... I don't know. Ideally, this was also a fleet, actually. Did the support hull do anything last turn? No. But okay, you want to move there? Oh, let's move. Go on, go to Picardy. Have fun. France didn't do it. But okay, this did prevent Russia from getting too much power. This is a new problem. Okay. Okay, Germany destroys in Paris. Yeah. Maybe giving Russia too much power was a bad idea. But it's fine, because I'm just gonna go here. Then I can use the North Sea and get into... Well, I might just abandon this. Hopefully France doesn't abandon their homeland and retake Norway. Is that even possible? Because they did manage to build that fleet there either way. Because I didn't really look at the map. They just got into Munich. Yeah. So what's the plan? What's the plan? Russia needs to be weakened. And anything I do strengthens Russia. So maybe I just sail away into the distance. Kill Italy. Or like take Portugal. Nibble on the remains of Italy. Hopefully France doesn't get too like hungry. And then Turkey goes strong enough to attack Russia. I don't know. How many? Russia has 9. Turkey has 8. But okay, that's the only plan I can think of. I'm just going to move into Norway again. Because hopefully... Oh, but he's going to go up and around. But that's a long-term problem. Not now. That's not a problem now. Because also from York I can defend all the supply centers, so it's fine. Okay, Germany is just dying. So it might be worth convoying into Holland. Get something out of this. But then Russia does get a position in Norway. But this is... So then I can build a fleet here and hopefully... Because if this army dies long term, I don't care. I just need more fleets. Okay, I can get Portugal. That's good. That's 2 builds. Assuming I get into Holland, which I well might. And it also strengthens Turkey. Which should... hopefully weaken Russia. Because if Russia's weak enough, I think we can do something. I do walk into Holland. Russia does get that position there. But now I can build 2 fleets to kind of hold off rule Britannia. Britannia rules the waves, you know how it is. So, what's the long-term plan? There is none. What's your short-term plan? Hope Turkey attacks Russia, I guess, is the short-term plan. Okay. I kind of have to do this to make sure Russia doesn't get through. But they could kill Denmark. I kind of need Denmark to stay alive. To hold the line against Russian aggression. But if I sacrifice Norwegian Sea... Oh, that's in 2 turns. What am I doing? I can walk in for free. So I can support Denmark. I mean, worst case, Norway attacks North Sea, right? And then nothing happens. But, that's fine. Germany can take back Holland. I never expect to get this whole term. But if you do want my support, you get my support. I walk in, you get my support. That's how it goes. I'm just going to English Channel because I feel like that's a better spot. This guy... I suppose you can go to South Coast of Spain. Worst case, I bounce out. Best case, I get Spain. That's an extra build. Hopefully France just hangs out in Brest and doesn't do anything annoying. Yeah, no long-term plan. Weaken Italy. Turkey. Rule Turkey. Go Turkey. Yeah, I thought that happened. Oh, France is moving. But that means I can go into Brest and then kill France. Because France is just annoying. Honestly, I might just potshot this. Because worst case, I bounce out. Best case, I don't know. Best case, I get Brest. Is what they always say. I'm going to move into South Coast. Probably bounce out Italy again. Up in the north is where the problems lie. Did Germany like my support? They didn't. But also, they didn't kill me. I mean, they did try, but they failed. So I'm just going to keep doing this, and hopefully Germany cares more about staying alive than killing me. Also going to do this, I guess, but that's kind of useless because they can just break through or attack this and attack through there. Because the alternative is I go St. Petersburg. No, because the reason I can't go St. Petersburg is because they probably get a build. Turkey, do something, man. You can get Budapest for free, man. Come on, Turkey. Come on, Turkey. If I attack Norway, then they're forced to either defend this or attack this with 2 strength, which gets them that anyway. And if I just attack this, nothing ever happens. Because they could also go into North Sea, and I'm not like supporting that myself. So worst case, Russia gets their fleets here. They just break into North Sea. Unless I manage to get at least 1 build here, then everything would be fine, even if Germany died. I don't think that'll happen. So I'm just gonna try and get Norway. What did they do last time? I mean, last time they just reshuffled, because fair enough. Because they're going to attack Germany, so I don't really consider the worst case of them going into North Sea as the actual worst case. So I'm just going to go for this. Yeah, I mean, I kind of expected that. They took Denmark. Germany held on, not thanks to me. The correct move, I don't think there was, because they supported this, so the correct move would have been to support Denmark, but too late. And it is an army, so that's quite good actually, because that gives me an extra turn to figure out what's happening with my life. I didn't get into Spain or Brest, which is unfortunate. Now it is spring. I only think long term it might be worth forcing them out of Mid-Atlantic Ocean, but then there's always a chance to just go to Irish Sea and go into Liverpool, which would be such a pain. But equally, they're just going to keep bouncing up Brest, which is what I suspect they'll actually do. So I'll try and go into Mid-Atlantic Ocean to then get the forced capture of Spain. I think that's what I need to do. And then hopefully they just go back into Brest, because I don't know what France is doing. France is being... Germany is also being annoying because they're dying. And Turkey is also being annoying because they're not killing Russia. Because don't they see long term they're just gonna die? They're just gonna die, Turkey, mate. You're just gonna die to the Russians. But it's fine, because all that we need to do to stop this is to eat off the corpse of Germany and gain enough strength to defend myself. Because Russia only has a limited amount of fleets. You gotta keep that in mind. They can take all of Europe, but they only got a limited amount of fleets. So if I can convert this army into a fleet, then I can defend myself forever, hopefully. I don't think forever, but you know what I mean. Or I could convoy into Picardy, abandon Holland, get Brest, which is much better for defense. Is that a terrible idea? Okay, so first of all, I got a limited time, because next turn they break into my kind of life. So actually, I'm gonna let France walk back into Brest, because then hopefully I'll just sit there and be calm, be good. I'm going to abandon Holland, because I mean I can't defend Germany. They're just too intent on killing me to defend them. Because technically I could defend Kiel, but I think they're just going to try and get Holland back. But hopefully maybe they won't. Does AI hold a grudge? I think AI holds a grudge. Because if I can count... Oh, wait, no, because the Baltic Sea also connects to Kiel, so they're kind of dead. Okay, yep, goodbye. I'm going to Picardy via this convoy. And then I'll get into Brest next turn. Kind of converts my Holland position into a Brest position. Hopefully Italy... I don't know. Hopefully they just don't defend Spain. And then hopefully France walks back. There's a lot of hopefullys, and there's not a lot of hope. Okay, France are what I wanted. Italy, I mean, I kind of expected that. Why did that fail? Oh, did I not... Why did that fail? I'm confused. Because North Sea doesn't border Picardy. Can I undo the move? That's what I meant. I meant to go to Picardy, man. Come on. I meant to go to Picardy. I meant it all worked out as I planned. Okay. Well, Germany, you've killed us all. Thankfully I killed us. Okay. Is there a way to undo? Oh no. Okay, I guess I don't do that then. Instead, I die. Okay. I mean, the army gets destroyed, and then what? Nothing, right? Because the plan was then to walk into Paris, but I can't do that. It's fine. We live, and we continue like nothing ever happened. Okay, so do I just die? If I just die, is I think the plan. Not the plan, but the inevitability. Because also Italy will come after me. Turkey's not going to attack Russia. I think actually I can maintain some like movement if I go like this. And then if Russia's too busy killing me, then they die instead. Is that how it works? Because I'm just, okay, so what they would do is they don't need to get into Norwegian Sea, so they'd support that in. They'd support all that. Although they'd have to cut North Sea if we're going on the first order of me just defending Norwegian Sea. So hopefully they don't think about defending Norway, and then I get a build. That's the only chance I think I have. And then just keep Italy out of Spain. Best case I get Spain, worst case nothing happens. What are you doing, France? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, okay. Why did that fail? Because they tapped. Because I'm not thinking, because, yeah, I mean, that's what happens, Okay, I'm going to retreat into, Edinburgh. Okay, so France is going to be annoying. So I can't really... City's also going to be annoying, man. You're dying anyway. Just let me have it. Just let me have it, man. Just let me have it. I think this is the end. I think if this was chess, I would click the resign button, but it's not, so I'm going to keep playing. So, winter. Nothing except they get more fleets. Okay, it's too late. Turkey can't kill Russia anymore. They're too committed to killing themselves. I mean, I might as well go for a hill. So I'm going to attack this. If they go all in on the North Sea, they get it. Either way, no matter what. Actually, France played along. I could hold for like another turn or so. They're not going to play long, are they? They're just going to attack. Hopefully Italy plays long though, because they don't want to lose Marseille. Right. Yeah, nothing more I can do. Yeah, this is the end. Italy, man, let me into Spain. Also, France attacked again, so that's kind of... Surrender or die? Okay, Norwegian Sea, North Atlantic Ocean. What's the plan? Big man? What is the plan? There is no plan. The plan is to simply... Or the plan is to live in Spain. And then live longer. That's the plan. The plan is to move to Spain. I'm going on holiday, guys. I'm going to holiday in Spain. And I guess the Edinburgh people are just kind of gonna die. Like, nothing I can do about that. Oh, now France is nothing. Now that I'm gonna die. Because I could have defended my... Oh, but it's fine. It's fine, France. You can do what you want. You can live your life. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, Edinburgh, I'm sorry, mate. But you're just not... So tempted to just kill France for being such an annoying pain. Now, hopefully... I mean, I'm not gonna get Spain. But I can kill France. Or I could defend London. And then get nothing. Because I mean, I still got one turn, so I'm gonna do this. Did Russia defend France? Oh my days. Okay, Russia. Okay, France. Okay. I see how it is. I guess I'm not doing that then. I'm just gonna end up in the North Coast. I mean, does it make a difference? I think literally the South Coast is just better. Support you in there. England is going to just die. And then just live my life on holiday until I can go home one day in the far future. Yeah, you're gonna die anyway, but you know what? It's fine. You can go there. Oh, did Russia just win? Russia just wins. Yeah, good. Okay.